Food brings people together and satisfies our hunger. But did you know that food is also used in idioms? These expressions use food to convey a different meaning altogether. Today we are going to explore some of the most common food idioms. A piece of cake. A piece of cake means something very easy. It's like saying that the task is as simple as eating a piece of cake. This math problem is a piece of cake for me. Next is butter someone up. Butter someone up means to flatter someone in order to gain favor or advantage. It's like spreading butter on bread to make it more appealing. When you butter someone up, you're making them more receptive to what you want by making them feel good. Let's look at the example sentence. He tried to butter up his boss by bringing his favorite coffee. Cool as a cucumber. Cool as a cucumber means to remain calm and composed in a stressful situation. Just like how a cucumber feels cool to the touch, even on a hot day, a person who is cool as a cucumber remains calm and collected, even when everyone else is feeling anxious or worried. Even though the deadline was fast approaching, she remained cool as a cucumber. Cry over spilled milk. Cry over spilled milk means to be upset over something that can't be changed. It's like crying over milk that has been accidentally spilled. You know, milk cannot be put back into the glass, so there is no point in crying about it. Similarly, when we use this idiom, we are saying that it is not useful to get upset about something that has already happened and cannot be undone. Instead, we should always focus on what we can do to make things better in the future. Don't cry over spilled milk, just move on and find a solution. Drop like a hot potato. It means to quickly abandon or reject something. It's like dropping a hot potato that you cannot hold on to because it's too hot. When we use this idiom, we mean that someone or something has been abandoned suddenly and without any hesitation. Just like dropping a hot potato. Once he realized the risks involved, he dropped the idea like a hot potato. Full of beans. It means to be full of energy and enthusiasm. When we use this idiom, we mean that someone is full of life and vitality, like a bag of beans that is bursting with energy. Let's see the example sentence. Even after a long day of work, she's always full of beans and ready for an adventure. The next one is go bananas. It means to become very excited or angry. When we use this idiom, we mean that someone is acting in a way that is very energetic, almost like a monkey swinging from a tree and going wild over a bunch of bananas. It's a way of describing someone who is really excited and can't control his enthusiasm, or someone who is acting in a silly and ridiculous way. For example, he went bananas when he saw that someone had scratched his car. Gravy train. Gravy train means a situation that provides easy profit or benefit. It's like someone is making a lot of money without having to work very hard for it. Like riding on a train that is filled with delicious gravy that you can just scoop up without any effort. His job was a gravy train until the company went bankrupt. Hard nut to crack. It means a problem or situation that is difficult to solve or understand. When we use this idiom, we mean that someone is like a hard nut that is difficult to crack and open. It's a way of describing a problem or situation that is very challenging and requires a lot of effort to solve. Let's see the sentence. Solving this complex puzzle is a hard nut to crack. In a pickle. In a pickle means in a difficult situation. When we use this idiom, we are saying that someone is stuck in a situation that is challenging and hard to get out of, like a pickle that is trapped inside a jar. I'm in a pickle because I forgot my wallet at home and I need to pay for my lunch. Jam-packed. It's a way of describing a place or situation that is very crowded or full. When we use this idiom, we are saying that a space or container is packed so tightly that it's like there's been a traffic jam and everything is stuck together. For example, the concert was jam-packed with fans. Not my cup of tea. It means something that doesn't interest or appeal to someone. For example, if someone offers you food that you don't like, you can say, "Oh, that's not my cup of tea," to politely decline it. So it's like saying, "I don't really like it," or "It's not for me." I know he loves spicy food, but it's not my cup of tea. Put all one's eggs in one basket. It means to rely completely on one plan or idea. It's like putting all your eggs in one basket, which means if something goes wrong with that one basket, you will lose everything. He put all his eggs in one basket and invested all his money in one stock. Spice up one's life. This idiom means to add excitement or interest to one's life. Just like adding different spices to a recipe can make food more interesting and flavorful, adding different experiences or activities to your life can make it more exciting and enjoyable. Traveling to new places and meeting new people always spices up my life. Spill the beans. This idiom means to reveal a secret or confidential information that was supposed to be kept hidden. For example, if someone was planning a surprise party for a friend and someone accidentally tells the friend about it, he could be accused of spilling the beans. He accidentally spilled the beans about the surprise party. The icing on the cake. This means something that makes a good situation even better. Just like how icing on a cake is a delicious addition that makes the cake taste even better. For example, if a child gets a good grade on a test and then his teacher praises him in front of the whole class, that could be described as the icing on the cake. Getting a promotion was great, but getting a raise was the icing on the cake. To have bigger fish to fry. It means to have more important things to do. For example, if someone is talking about going to a movie, but you're too busy in studying for an exam, you might say, "Sorry, I have bigger fish to fry," to indicate that you have more important things to do. I can't deal with this right now. I have bigger fish to fry. The next food idiom is two peas in a pod. This idiom means very similar or alike, that they could easily be mistaken for each other. Just like two peas in a pod look almost exactly the same. For example, if two friends always dress alike and have similar interests, they could be described as two peas in a pod. They have the same sense of humor and interests. They are like two peas in a pod. Next idiom is use your noodle. Use your noodle means to use your brain or think creatively to solve a problem. The word noodle is a slang term that is sometimes used to refer to the brain or the head, and saying use your noodle is a playful way of encouraging someone to think critically and come up with a solution. The puzzle was difficult, but we used our noodles and solved it in the end. Walk on eggshells. This food idiom means to be very careful in order to avoid offending someone. For example, if someone is very sensitive about a particular topic, their friends might be careful not to bring it up around them and walk on eggshells so as not to upset them. She always walks on eggshells around her boss to avoid any misunderstandings. Well, that's all for this video. May all your conversations be as delicious as these food idioms. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. And don't forget to stay hungry for more idiomatic adventures. Take care. Bye-bye.